Now we will just see how to isolate the pure culture, isolation techniques to get the pure cultures. So first I'll just demonstrate the streak plate method. So for that we require the sterile petri plate and the media, so which has been melted. So it is now warm enough so that I can pour it in the petri plate, sterile petri plate. So I'm just pouring the media into the petri plate. So slowly open the lid near the burner, and the required amount of media has to be poured into the plate, and see that it should cover the whole surface of the plate. Once it has been done, place the plate slowly onto the bench and leave it for solidification. Okay, so this is how to pour the media into the sterile petri plate. Okay, now already I am having the poured plates. You can see the media which has got solidified nicely. Okay, now I'll just go with the streak plate method by using one plate, and another plate I will be showing the spread plate technique. So how to go with the streak plate method first? So for that we require the inoculating lobe. So sterilize the inoculating lobe, and then so this is the stock culture. Okay, so this is the mixed culture or mixed population. So from this I am going with the isolation of the pure form or pure culture. So the loop got sterilized, cool it, and then take the mixed culture and take out the culture by inserting the loop into the culture. So you can see it here. I took the culture at the tip of the lobe. Okay, and now I am just going with the streaking. Please observe it carefully. So I am going with the primary streak. I am just drawing a vertical line first and going with a zigzag pattern. Okay. Now the primary streak is done. Sterilize the loop once again. Cool it. And then go with the secondary streak. So how to go with the secondary streak? Touch the primary streak and go with the secondary streak. Again sterilize the inoculating lobe. Pull it. And then go with the tertiary streak by touching the secondary streak. Okay, sterilize. Pull it. And go with the quaternary streaking. Okay, so now this plate has to be incubated to check the growth of the bacterial cell. Okay, so before that I will be showing how to label it. Okay, so always put the label at the bottom of the petri plate and mention it as what we had done, streak plate. For suppose MGC has been done, MGC first year batch 1. When we had done? On 11/12/2020. Okay, like that you have to label the respective plate and go for the incubation. Okay, now coming to the spread plate technique. So already we have the media and then the same mixed population I am taking or mixed culture and the guide pipette. So I have set the pipette to 0.1 ml. So I am taking the tape and I am taking about 0.1 ml of mixed culture and then placing the culture at the center of the surface of the agar medium. Okay, this is the Dettol water into which I am discarding the tape. Now by using the spreader, so this is called as the spreader, which is L shaped and made up of glass material. Okay, so how to sterilize this spreader? We need to dispense or put that spreader into the alcohol and then wait for 5 seconds and expose to the flame. So this is the method how to sterilize the spreader. So you have to be careful whenever you are using the alcohol. It is flammable. So that's why I said to wait for 5 seconds and then show it to the flame. If not, it will catch the fire. After that, pull the spreader and gently open the lid of the Petri plate with the help of the spreader. Spread the culture all over the surface of the medium. So simultaneously you have to rotate the plate as well as spread the culture by using the spreader. You can see it here how I am rotating the plate. Okay, now it is done. Sterilize and put it aside. Now again label the plate and go for the incubation. Okay, now streak and spread is done. I will be showing the 4 plate technique. So how to go with that 4 plate technique? Okay, so first I will be using a sterile Petri plate. Okay, so this is one method where we can take the culture okay, so I am taking the culture, mixed culture, and then placing that culture into sterile Petri plate. I didn't pour the media into this. I am just putting the culture at the center of the sterile Petri plate. After that, take the medium which is warm enough. It should not be too hot, because if you just pour the hot media, it will kill the whatever the culture has been there. So we need to cool down. It should be warm enough, and then that molten agar should be added to the or should be poured into the Petri plate. Now the culture has been there. To that I am adding the agar. After that, immediately you mix the contents. Slowly or gently we have to mix the culture so that it evenly distributed into the agar medium. So that means the culture is getting entrapped into the agar medium. So once it has been done, solidify and go for the incubation. So this is one method, or else we can do another time where, so still it is warm enough. So to the media itself, I am adding the culture. So directly to the media which is warm enough, I am adding the culture. And mix it properly so that the culture will get into the agar medium evenly, or it will distribute evenly throughout the medium. And take the sterile Petri plate and directly pour the medium into the agar Petri plate. So that means we have mixed the culture and the agar in the flask itself, and then we are pouring into the Petri plate. So this is the second method how to go with the pour plate technique. So once it has been solidified, go for the incubation. Now coming to the next method, that is serial dilution. So we have to be ready with the sterile test tube, 10 sterile test tube with 9 ml of distilled water, or you can use the saline, or you can go with the broth. So I have dispensed distilled water in all 10 test tubes, and I have labeled. You can see the labeling. 10 to the power of minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So it's better to label it first. After dilutions, it will get confused. So before that only we have to label the tubes like this. And this is the stock culture. So you can see here, 1 gram of soil sample has been added to 10 ml of water. So this is considered as the stock solution. Now the stock solutions are ready, and as well as the dilution tubes. Now, so I need to transfer 1 ml. So I had set the pipette to 1000 microliters here, which is nothing but the 1 ml. And I'm taking it, and from the stock solution, mix it, and then take out 1 ml by using the micro pipette and transfer to the first tube. So, this is considered the first tube. There is a 10 to the power of minus 1. So this is the first tube. So I took 1 ml of stock solution and dispensing into the first tube. Okay, mix it. So you can see there is a color change, because as I took the soil as a source, you can see there is a color change. Now mix it, and then take 1 ml from this one and transfer to the second tube. Mix it and transfer 1 ml from this one to the third tube. So like this, up to 10th tube you need to do it. Then and reach the last tube. So from here I am taking sample. And going with the last tube, that is 10th tube, 10 to the power of minus 1. Okay, and mix it and take 1 ml from this one and discard. Okay, so this is the procedure to go with the serial dilution. So how to quantify the number of bacterial cell? Each dilution can be plated in the onto the Petri plate, so that to find out how many number of bacterial cells are present in this particular dilution. So I think you can't see the cultures when we are transferring from one tube to the another tube, as the bacterial culture are transparent in nature. So I want to demonstrate the same procedure by taking the dye over here. So you have to think the dye as the microbial or mixed population. Okay, so I am just taking the dye as the mixed population and I am going with the serial dilution. So to have an idea, because as you people are not able to do it practically, physically, so I'm just making the concept clear for you people by going with the die. Okay, so this is considered as the mixed population. So from here I took the 1 ml, which is nothing but the stock solution, and I am transferring that 1 ml into the first tube. Okay, and mixing it by using the pipette itself, and then taking 1 ml from there and transferring to the second tube. Mix it and take 1 ml from there and transfer to the third tube. Mix in and take 1 ml and go with the next tube. So here you can see I am done with the dilutions. So I have done up to 10 to the power of 6 only by using the dye. So you can see the gradation. So as the dilution increases, you can see the color of the or intensity of the color of the dye has been decreased. So you need to think that color of the or intensity of the color as the number of cells. So as the dilution has been increased, that means from 10 to the power of minus 6, that means dilution has been increased. So that means the number of colonies or the number of bacterial cells will be decreased, or simply I can say that the color intensity has been decreased. That indicates the number of cells also have been decreased. So in the first tube you can see more intensity of the color, that means it contains. So in the first tube, that is 10 to the power of minus 1, you can see the color intensity as more. That means more number of bacterial cells have been there when you compare with the last tube. So here almost no color has been there. So that means the number of colonies have been, or the bacterial cells have been decreased. So when we are plating these particular dilutions onto the plate, you can see the formation of more number of colonies by using this dilution when you compare with this one. So obviously we will be getting the isolated colonies when you go with the higher dilution tubes. I hope the concept is clear. This only for to understand the concept clearly, I have made the dilutions by using the dye. Okay. So now as the plates have been incubated for 24 hours, after 24 hours only you can see the growth. But already I am having few results with me. Just have a look at these. Can you see? So this is nothing but the primary streak. Okay, only one streak you can see throughout the surface of the agar. So these yellow color are nothing but the colonies. So this is considered as the primary streak. And the next one is quaternary streaking. I hope it is clear. This is considered as the primary streak, secondary streak, tertiary, quaternary, and quaternary streak. So in this quaternary streak, you can see the isolated colonies when you compare with the primary streak, because here more amount of culture has been there when you compare with the quaternary streaking. So you can see the formation of the isolated colonies in quaternary streaking. Now coming to the results of the spread plate technique. I am having only one plate with me. I think this is 10 to the power of minus 6 dilution. So you can see the formation of the isolated colonies. Onto the surface of the agar medium, you can see the formation of the surface colonies. Okay.